Hey everyone, welcome back to Learn to Speak Chinese. In today's lesson, we're going to explore 10 useful words from HSK 4, Lesson 11. These words will help you sound more natural in everyday conversations, and I'll also share some tips to help you avoid common mistakes. Let's get started. First up is 厉害. This word is often used to describe something or someone that's really impressive or intense. It can be positive, like saying someone is amazing, or it can describe something that's serious or extreme. For example, 她病得很厉害, she's really sick, in a serious way. 你汉语说得这么流利，真厉害. Your Chinese is so fluent, that's really impressive. 他这个人很厉害，不要跟他吵架. He's really tough, don't argue with him. Tip: use 厉害 for things or people that stand out in a big way, whether it's in a good or intense way. Next, let's look at lián. This word means even or as well, and it's often used to show surprise or emphasize something unexpected. It's a great way to highlight how something is more extreme than you might expect. The structure is simple. You put lián before the part you want to emphasize, then follow it with do or ye and then a verb. For example, 连孩子都知道这个消息. Even kids know about this news. 他连水都没喝. He didn't even drink any water. Tip: use lián when something is surprising because it involves more people or things than expected. It adds emphasis to the surprise. Now, let's talk about 来得及. This one means there's still time or you can make it. It's great when you want to say that you can still do something within a given time. For example, 我们还有5分钟来得及. We still have 5 minutes, we can make it. 你来得及赶上飞机, you can still catch the plane. Tip: don't confuse this with 来不及, which means it's too late. Use 来得及 when there's still enough time, and 来不及 when you've missed the opportunity. Next is 只好, which means had no choice but to. You use this when you're in a situation where there are no better options left, and you're forced to do something. 只好 goes before the verb to show that it's the only thing you can do in that moment. For example, 没有车我只好走路. No car, so I had no choice but to walk. 他只好接受这个工作. He had no choice but to take this job. Tip: use 只好 when you're really stuck and there's no other option. It's for situations where you end up doing something you didn't want to do, but you have no other choice. Don't use it when you still have other options to choose from. Here's 否则, which means otherwise or if not. You use it when you're warning someone about what will happen if they don't do something. For example, 你快一点，否则你就迟到了. Hurry up, otherwise you'll be late. 要认真听，否则你会错过重要的东西. Listen carefully, otherwise you'll miss something important. Tip: use 否则 to give a warning about what could happen if something is not done. It's like saying, if you don't do this, then. Now, let's take a look at 无论, which means no matter what or regardless of. It's used to show that something is true no matter what the situation is. The clause that comes after 无论 typically has options like 下雨还是不下雨 or question words like 什么 or 怎么样. The second clause usually includes do followed by a verb. For example, 无论下不下雨我都去跑步. No matter what the weather is, I'm going running. 无论你做什么我都会支持你. No matter what you do, I'll support you. Tip: 无论 is perfect for situations where something stays true regardless of other factors. It's a great way to express that something holds true no matter the circumstances. Next, let's talk about 著名, which means famous or well-known. You use this word when talking about something or someone that is widely recognized. For example, 他是一个著名的作家. He's a famous writer. 这个城市有许多著名的景点. This city has many famous landmarks. Tip: use 著名 when something is well known or recognized by a large group of people. Avoid using 很著名, as it can sound awkward. If you want to emphasize that something is famous, you can just use 著名 without the need for 很. Now, let's take a look at 然而, which means however or but. It's a more formal way to introduce a contrast or something unexpected. For example, 他有份好工作，然而他却好像总也没有钱. He has a good job, however, he always seems to be broke. 我们担心她没有能力处理那件事，然而她最终说到做到。We were worried she couldn't handle the situation, but she ended up doing exactly what she said she would. Tip, 然而 is more formal and typically used in writing or formal speech. If you're looking for a more casual way to express contrast, you can use 但是 instead. Here's 相同, which means the same or identical. It's used when two things are exactly alike. For example, 这两本书内容相同. These two books have the same content. 美国的文化和欧洲的大不相同. The culture of the United States and Europe is very different. Tip, use 相同 to describe things that are the same, and pair it with 和 when comparing two things. Finally, we have yǎng, which means to develop or to cultivate a habit. This word is used when talking about building habits over time. For example, 他养成了每天早起的习惯. He has developed the habit of waking up early every day. 你应该养成认真学习的好习惯. You should develop the good habit of studying seriously. Tip 养成 is about forming habits, especially good ones. It's perfect for talking about habits that take time to develop, so don't use it for things you do just once or in the short term. And that's it for today's lesson. You've learned 10 great words that will really help you sound more natural in Chinese. Keep practicing these words in your conversations and make sure you avoid those common mistakes. If you enjoyed this lesson, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell for more lessons here at Learn to Speak Chinese. Keep up the great work, and I'll see you in the next lesson.